Mike, thanks for joining us. It's certainly not dull down here at Parkview Road.
No, definitely not dull at all.
Defensively, what do you think happened today?
Look, we play a very specific brand of football. We play expansive football, and we've backed our defenders all season to be good 1v1 duels. But like any system, risk reward. What you gain in some areas, you lose in others, and we got hit in transition, and unfortunately, we have had just some moments where they haven't defended it properly, and the boys put their hands up in the dressing room and said, "I've been caught." Ben Wilson's put his hand up, so he's been caught, and Ryan Palmer's done the same, and that's the bottom line. That's what's happened.
Do you think that the opposition had a bit of lady luck?
I mean, you could call 4 shots in the game, 4 goals, bit of lady luck, but you could also say clinical. So I'm not going to be this person that sits here and goes, "Oh, they've had just luck in the game." They've been clinical. They've scored 4 goals. So fair play.
Were you happy with the front end of the team though today?
You score 4 goals in the game, you expect to win the game. I mean, I think we created so many chances in the game, and their keepers pulled off 3 or 4 good saves, especially in the first half. And Danny Lear's close range volleys tipped it over the bar with his foot. So you can't argue that we've had chances galore. We've stuck 4 of them in the net, and we've walked away with a point. So yeah, I'm happy at that end, but we've not won the game, so that is what it is.
We seemed a little bit slow today to the second ball. What changes can we make so that we're quicker to it in the future?
Well, to be fair to us today, we had to rotate some players around because we've got an mounting injury list, as all teams do at this part of the season. So Lewis Chambers played centre half for us today, and he's usually very, very good at picking up the scraps, and that's his role in the team. Jay Wade's not available today. Again, something he's very good at. We've got a young lad playing, young Archie, who had a good game, but he's a young player, and although he's played really well, we've lost that little part of the game today. But yeah, can't blame Art. I think he had a good game.
Yeah, we were going to ask you about what you made of him on debut.
Yeah, I mean, I think he breaks lines really well. Like Lewis Chambers, Jay Wade, they break up play, and they're a bit more combative. I'd say Archie is he's got that element to him, but not as much. But what he gives you is a bit more finesse on the ball. Like, he breaks lines. It allows Brad Ryan, Nathan Palmer to play, and it gives another ball playing centre midfielder in there with George Munger.
One of the big talking points in the second half was the decision not to award Danny Lear a penalty. What's your view on that?
I think it's a terrible decision from the refereeing team, to be honest with you. The linesman can't answer my questions. I personally can't understand, and that refs get a hard time, and we as football people don't help ourselves sometimes with what happens. They're judged, but at the end of the day, I'm judged on winning football games with the management team. They're judged on their decisions on the pitch, as the players are judged by their performances. And for me, Danny Lear gets there first, knocks the ball past him and away from him. He's clipped him. It's gone down, and I'll always judge an opposition management team by how much of a claim you have. They didn't say a word, so I'd say he's made a mistake there. The referee has told us he thinks that the referee's got the ball and kicked it off Danny Lear, because I said, how can it not be a corner? How can it not be at least a corner then if it's not a penalty? And I said, but how can the ball go in the angle that it did if it's not a penalty? But having said that, if I'm going to be fair, there are lots of moments in the game for both teams that he misses. There's lots of fouls and things that he gets wrong in the game, for us and for Sutton. So yeah, it's another moment where they've had a poor game, in my opinion. And that's not a disrespectful thing, that's just me being honest.
As a coach, are you happy that a couple of our goals today came from set pieces?
Yeah, I mean, the long throw's a weapon. I think that's our 9th or 10th goal now from that this season. We don't rehearse it, but we draw it up on set piece boards for them before the game. We have a routine for them, so it's something that we have in the locker, and it causes carnage because we're not looking to score for the first phase for those throws. We did today, actually, funny enough, and it was a weakness for them, and they knew it. So I was very pleased that we've managed to bag 2 goals from them. Yes.
How happy are you for Rory Ward, who's obviously started at the club, gone away from the club and come back to the club, and he's come on today and scored a late equaliser?
Look, I've worked with Rory now for 2 and a bit seasons. He was one of my players at Holmesdale. Came on leaps and bounds in learning those games, and it's a different role for him here. He's not a starter. he's been coming off the bench, and he scored quite a few goals off the bench for us this season. And what I'm really happy about Wardy is that when he dances into the box, goes past 2 players, and still has the composure in the 88th minute to score a goal. You know, people shouldn't underestimate how hard that is. That goes from this conversation being a 4-3 loss to at least us having something to put on the board. You know, not happy with the result, but I'm delighted for him to get what he deserved today. So
He salvaged that point.
yeah, and you know, big players come from big moments, and he's got to take the goal. And he played really well on Wednesday night when he came on against Holmesdale. He's played really well in other games, and you know, he understands his role in this team. So you know, I'm really pleased for him.
And looking ahead, only got a few days to wait until the next game.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, well, we said we have this 4 games in 10 days job of matches. This is the last one on Tuesday. But yeah, with 2 points dropped here, and I will stress that it is 2 points dropped, because no matter how well you play, in my opinion, in the game, you create chances. We've conceded 4 goals at home, and it's 2 points dropped. That is the bottom line of football. So I'm really happy that we've got a game on Tuesday, and you know, it just ups the ante a little bit for us as a management team. But you know, without trying to make excuses, we've worked really hard to get into the position all season. So these results, you know, they're coming, and although it does helps other teams, it narrows the gap. But they're not terminal. They're not going to kill us. You know, we can't do too many more of them. But Tuesday night, I think it's got to be 3 points at home, and we've got to play a bit better defensively.
Excellent, Mike. We go again then on Tuesday.
Yeah, thanks, Nick.
Thanks for your time.